Soccer fans, and welcome to the George Brendler Stadium soccer field here in Chazy. It is September 1st, 2011. It's kind of a special edition of Hometown Cable. We have on the camera the ever versatile Alec Lapierre. We've been joking with him, call him Lapierre, but it's Alec Lapierre. And he did a game for us last fall. I think it was in Potsdam. He stepped in for Calvin and did a girls game for us down there. I'm Joey Trombley. I'll be calling the action tonight. And my good friend Joe Poisson will be giving us commentary and insights on today's game. And Joe, this is the Frankie Garrow Memorial Soccer Tournament.
I was wondering if you were going to mention that, Joey. You were, going on and on there about other things. But but this is the second Frankie Garrow Memorial Tournament here in Chazy. Frankie was a very well-liked former player for Chazy. He tragically died in a car accident, and it was a terrible thing. A very well-liked young man, but he wasn't the greatest player, but he was a great teammate, and that is a life lesson. These young men will learn, and it just shows you don't have to be a star. You don't even have to be a starter to be a good teammate, and Frankie was all that.
Well, you'll notice as Alex gets on some of these players, you'll notice a lot of the players are wearing the mohawk, and that was a traditional headwear for Frankie Garrow, and it wasn't always the regular color.
No, Frankie started doing that, I think, probably in fourth grade. So I remember the first time I looked over, I'm like, that's Frankie? I said, what's that? Okay, that was just Frankie. He was a great kid, always had a smile, and he always lit up a room.
And I guess I'd say, Joe, how many different colors did we see that mohawk?
Oh, that was, he was, speaking of versatile, he had some versatile colors going on.
So the players for Chazy, there's quite a few of them do have the mohawk here in honor of Frankie Garrow. It is the second annual memorial tournament. Frankie, as Joe said, tragically was taken from us in December of 2009. And Joe, we have four really good teams in this tournament here this year, like we do every year. And Coach McAuliffe does not back down from bringing in the talent early into the season.
No, this is a good barometer of where you are. It's the team at the end of the season is seldom the team that you start out with at the beginning of the season, because injuries is a big thing. And that's why these players have to be, we speak of versatility. You have to be versatile. Like I mentioned, your team is very seldom the same. Kids lose their spot for one reason or another, injury, maybe they're not playing up to par. There are other things, and you're playing at the varsity level, you are playing to win. But this right here is a good barometer because, like you said, these are four good teams. These are Class B schools, PHS, always in the hunt for the CVAC. They were knocked off last year by Northeastern in a great game, actually. But Beekmantown their program has been getting better. I've noticed that over the years. The kids are playing indoors. These kids all know each other from both teams. They've been playing against each other since they were young, so they're familiar with each other.
And the other team was Canton. Canton came over from on the western part of the state. And earlier before this game, the game before this, Plattsburgh High School moves on to the championship game as they win 3-0, and we'll now listen to the national anthem. Beekmantown, and obviously we're in their red uniforms, and Chazy's got their white uniforms, and Beekmantown going from right to left, and Chazy from left to right. And Joe, you want to talk about the roster here a little bit?
Sure. I'm going to name off some Chazy starters. We're going to have the goalkeeper, the senior. What a great goalkeeper and a pleasure he's been to watch over the last several years. Austin Santor, senior captain. We have Craig Botten on the right side fullback. We also have Nathan Reynolds as the sweeper position. Big Mike Reba. He's going to be the stopper. Looks like on the far side, Hayden Gay on the left defensive back. Over on the far side, I tell you what, I'm going to get mad at these boys with these haircuts because I cannot tell them apart. Looks like Nelson Pelton on the left side. Midfielder Rogers, Nolan Rogers, number 8 on the right side midfielder. And the double B connection, we have the Barrier boys. One the senior, the perennial all-star, and just a great all-around kid, Jordan Barrier, working with younger brother Josh. Over here, go ahead.
And here's Lauren. And Lauren is taken down. And I'll tell you what, that's probably a good defensive play.
That's a yellow card right there.
Yeah, he took him down, less than a minute, 32 seconds in, and Lauren has
he was broke.
Just explosive speed.
That was a great feed to it. I did not see who fed that to
And
him.
you know what? As defensively for Beekmantown, that was a great takedown.
Well, yeah, he had to. He had to because
taking it in.
I did not catch the feed. I did not. That was a great ball up to Lauren.
Oh,
did you catch that, Alec?
I did.
Who was it? Who made that feed to him?
I didn't see.
Okay, we'll get you.
Attention.
You'll do better next time. I know you will.
It was a great feed.
It was a great feed.
And actually, they're putting it out a little farther out than I thought it should.
Who was the yellow card on, Joey?
I don't know.
We'll call it in a second.
Oh, it would be number 18. No? Well, he should. Well, who's ever coming out, we're going to pick it up right now. 18's going in for them. Danusi's coming in, and it was that number 12.
Yeah, number 12.
So you're looking at McElroy.
That was he kind of had to do that. Yeah, that ball was farther up too.
Yeah, it was.
Coach McCullough is right. You're talking about another 20 yards almost.
Nice feed into the box.
That's where Barrier.
And there's a shot by Barrier, and Boxton is the defense of Beekmantown. And the Eagles are putting some nice pressure on here early in the first minute, Joe.
They're looking kind of good, a little quicker to the ball at the moment. And here goes over Hayden Gay, passing it back to Reynolds. Reynolds right back to Gay. They're moving the ball well. That's what the Eagles are known for. These guys have been playing together and just playing the same system.
Well, they play summer ball together. They play club soccer together. So, and you know, and the recipe for Rob McCullough is that you play for your team. You don't play these PFC and NFCs and all these other clubs they got down in Plattsburgh. The boys play together.
They do. There's a few kids who will play PFC, and I think it's good for the really good kids because they do play more. Let's face it. You know, they do play more, but
not.
I think not now. I think they're starting to get away from it because it's the Chazy Soccer Club has a pretty good reputation of winning and being competitive. So it's and you get to play with your kids you go to school with. Well, that's the big thing. You have more fun.
Not only do you have more fun, but you develop as a team.
Yeah, your camaraderie, cohesiveness is
absolutely.
And that's a big thing is morale, and it's part of the psychological aspect of the game. And it's you know each other, and it's a good thing. These small schools, there's not any choice about the matter if you really want to have a competitive program. So
not at all. And we're early here in the first half here. We're at the George Brendler Field here in Chazy. It's September 1st. It's a beautiful September 1st night. And Chazy's playing Beekmantown, so it's Eagles against Eagles. And Chazy, and we have not said this yet, Joe, they are the reigning defending state champions, 2-time state champions.
2 times in a row, yeah.
2 times in a row, 5 times in the last 7 years. So they're out here. They obviously want to defend their territory. And Beekmantown, a big game for them to knock off a team of the caliber of Chazy.
Sure.
Will go a lot for their program.
Especially on Chazy's home field. And Beekmantown has had limited success here at this tournament.
They played PHS tough last year, if I remember right.
Yes, they did. But they've had tough games. They've lost to Chazy. They lose to PHS. Play Canton tight. But PHS has dominated this tournament, Joey.
They have been.
So in the last several years, there's a good chance right there. Just kind of lofted it in. Just kind of lofted it in. Not really that to test Santor.
And when you look at PHS has up until last year were perennial a team that was making it down to the Final Four, Chazy into the Final Four. And I know we were talking before the game just shooting the breeze. It would be nice if Chazy and PHS could play at the end of the season when both of them have gone through a season and have matured as a team. Yeah, more so than in the first 1 or 2 games of the season here.
Yeah, but that's just the nature of the beast. Oh,
nice pass. There it is.
Oh, my.
Oh, wow. Nice feed from Lauren. He almost got it to Nolan Rogers.
Yeah,
but you got to give credit to Olsen. He came off his line to take that ball away from Rogers.
Great feed from Lauren, though. Great play by Lauren.
Very unselfish. As we call him, Mr. Cool, Nathan Reynolds. He pushes it up over the barrier, and that would be
Jordan Berry.
That is Jordan. Okay.
Josh.
Josh is number 6.
Yes. No, excuse me. That's
Josh is number 9.
Yeah, they got those haircuts and have to speak to them, I said. Hard to tell them apart.
Lauren's speed, and Lauren has a lot of strength for a younger guy.
He does. A little too much
A nice
weight on
cross, and Pelton chasing it down.
Just a little too much weight on that from Rogers, but he had the right idea, trying to put it that far post.
Well, we have 35-32 here to go in the first half. We're very early here in the first half. There is no score. Nice opportunity in the first minute. Lauren was taken down, and they got a direct kick, but we're not able to capitalize on
I
it.
think Coach McCullough was right, though, too. They did set that.
Oh, about 20 yards back.
Yeah, it was kind of a little misplay, but hey, you know what? It's just the way it works. You work with what you have.
Well,
nice ball right there by Dominic.
And Lauren, and if you look across, Beekmantown's playing like 3 back, trying to stop the speed of the Eagles. And the officials for tonight's game, well, before we get to that, we have Beekmantown on a counterattack, and it was number 14. It would have been Mark Price setting it across the goal line. So who are the officials tonight, Joe?
Oh, we have the tag team duo from Altona, Dennis and Jamie Labarge. Two very good officials, too, to bring down here tonight. We're pretty fortunate to have them.
Yeah, they're 2 of the best in the area. And they keep the game under control, and they're very consistent.
They've been to Final Fours themselves for
they definitely have.
Here goes Lauren again, breaking in.
Domini's trying to get through there. Domini trying to break through, and coming off the line is Olsen. And so Olsen's doing a good job reading the speed of the Eagles, and he stopped Domini from getting that nice pass from Lauren. And it is Beekmantown controlling the play right now into Chazy territory. And number 14, Price, sends it up. And defensively for Chazy, it was number 12, Reynolds. So, we're back for the first time after 10 months, so we got to get used to the players and their positions ourselves. And, every year you lose people to graduation. And the Eagles lost some key people this year.
Yeah, they did. Johnny Tragan did a great job.
MVP in the Final Four.
Here goes Jordan Berry. Just that's what Barrier does. Just watch what he's smooth.
Oh, yeah.
He
controls the middle.
Keep the ball.
He controls
There's no sense in trying to dish it out when he didn't have it.
And then
ball the bottom to Rogers. Rogers did a nice little tip.
Rogers
breaking
shot
inside
off.
the box. Just can't pull it off inside. Good defensive play.
Yeah, nice defensive play.
We have a man down, and there's going to be a foul here, maybe on Rogers. I'm not sure, but they're going to get a hold on Rogers. So
as he was going down.
Yeah. Into a little frustration fall, or the pull.
But I like what I'm seeing early with the Chazy team, Joe. This 2011 version.
What's that?
I'm seeing with them.
Yeah, they're good. They're used to be. I'm so used to looking down the roster, Joe, and seeing 9th and 10th graders, and this year to see a lot of juniors and seniors for the Eagles. You expect more out of them.
Yeah.
And that's the way it works. A lot of these guys are 3 and 4 years varsity players. Barrier, Jordan Berry, you're going to be hearing his name all season long.
Mm-hmm.
He was an all-state player, deservedly so last year, and been a part of many championship teams, so he knows what it takes. He's going to train his younger brother, Josh, number 6.
And that's got to be cool for the brothers to play on the varsity level.
Sure, it'll be great.
I'm sure that that Josh is really excited as a freshman to be out there as a starter.
But you know what? That's when Jordan started playing a lot. He was on the team as an 8th grader.
Right.
Didn't get a lot of playing time due to the youth.
Yeah.
But McCullough did the right thing to bring him in there, seasoning him just right, and he has blossomed. You always knew Jordan was going to be one of the players. He just had a demeanor to him.
Well,
and he still has it. And the younger brother, Josh, is he's a clone. And it's very nice to see. Nice move by Botten. Great move by Baden.
Last year, you look at the Elizabethtown game here, the game that unfortunately we weren't able to follow last year. The 43 seconds we were almost going home.
This year we're going to...
and it was Josh Barrier who broke free and got that ball over to Jordan to Lauren, and then
Jordan Barrier basically
he was
carried the team.
Yeah,
he carried the team
in
last
the
year.
Hamilton final. It was Jordan Barrier on the direct kick.
You notice when Chazy started playing better, when he started playing better.
Right.
You know, he stepped it up big time, and he just played very well when he
what I noticed is he started taking control of the team last year.
Yeah, that's he did the last several games.
His level came up. It was like, this is my team. I'm going to lead this team.
And it was.
It was.
No doubt. And he deservedly so. He's one of the people you just want to have. You know, you trust him in those situations.
And there's Lauren.
Very seldom is he panicked.
And of course, we lost Caleb Snide this year to graduation.
Caleb Snide, yeah, another great
another
player.
rock.
Yeah, he's an all-state player too. Caleb Snide, just good.
And
good hustle
nice
right
play
there.
by Josh Barrier.
Good hustle.
Over to Rogers. Rogers trying to get it up over to Lauren, and it's knocked away by Brendan Carnwright. So it'll be a throw in here for Chazy.
And boy, he has a lot of space there, you know.
Yeah.
Beekmantown's not really shutting him down right now. They're like giving him some space.
Well, they're giving Chazy a lot of respect right now.
Yeah.
And they aren't really challenging. And it could be early season nerves.
I think so, yeah. They've been tested a few times by Lauren. They know what Lauren can do. They faced him before. Nice move by Pelton. Nice move deep inside that box.
And Pelton's got that deceptive speed.
Yes, he does. Quick step. You know, he's at full tilt. Within 2 or 3 steps, he's right there, and he has good footwork. He's good size.
Well, we just hit the 30-minute mark, so we've had 10 minutes in the first half. And surprisingly, Joe, as much as it seems like Chazy's controlling the game, it's Beekmantown with 2 shots, Chazy with 0.
Just doesn't seem that way, does it?
Doesn't seem that way, does it?
But it is what it is.
So it's a goal kick here for the Eagles of Beekmantown. And Olsen.
Number 7, McCullum Colt coming off. Nice kid for Beekmantown. Nice player. And a really nice kid.
And Barrier looking to control.
Better say which one.
And he rips a shot, but it goes off of Carnwright. Controlled by the Eagles. And it is Botten. Botten will serve it in. And coming off the line is Olsen.
That's not bad. You know, you're playing well when your defense, like Botten, he's a right fullback. When he's part of the offense, you know, he'll get better at that. But when you're down deep and you're being part of the offense, your team is you're playing pretty good most of the time.
Yeah, and there's Domini. And Domini Domini was hot and cold last year out in the field, and he's an upperclassman this year.
They expect a lot of him this year.
They do.
You know, he's going to have to step it up. He's been lifting weights all summer. He looks in great shape. So he came in here
strong
loaded.
Young man.
He came in here loaded. This year he's serious about it, and you'll be expecting some things from Botten down deep inside that zone.
And it is not trying to go on the outside of the Pelton, but controlled by Barrier.
Jordan Barrier.
Yep.
You're gonna have to say which one. There's 2 of them.
Well, that's
Remember
true.
that?
Yep.
Okay.
So it was a.
Like I said, this is our preseason game too, folks.
We're just warming up. We got quite a few games. We got 3 more games this weekend, Joe. We have the girls' game tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
going to be
tomorrow
fun.
is a big tournament too. Of course, this will have played. The game will have been played before the people see this broadcast. But the Mary Latchmore Bone Marrow Tournament.
Yes, it's going to be the inaugural tournament. Nice move by Lauren. Number 5, Keeble. Yeah, Keeble's right in his back pocket. A good move. Lauren's still with the ball. Lauren lets him with a shot. It goes out, and Drew's.
And there it is. There's a GIF for Drew's. And hopefully the tractor won't rip that up going through. But they're sending somebody out, the ball boy out to go after it. And we have a goal kick here.
Look, our new cameraman here, Alec Lapierre. Actually, he's going to be a future star out here in this field. He's a sophomore this year.
He's
He'll be
playing
playing.
babies. And he's got a new coach this year.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Coach Spiegel moved on to Albany.
Yes, Coach Spiegel did a great job with these young men too. Jake was a great asset to this program. Very good.
And there's a kick into Chazy territory, and Reynolds knocking it out, but it's taken away by Singh.
Good play by Reynolds getting it back.
He tried to get it Rogers, and Rogers does a nice job pickpocketing the ball away. Now sends it up into the open field, too far away. And the running back is Jahan Bush for Beekmantown.
John Bush, they have him in that sweeper position just because
He's fast.
he's a good player, too. He's got good footwork.
There's Josh Barrier.
Nice hustle by Josh Barrier. Still, he's got 2 on wings doing.
And come back. Nice play. Rogers come back to help out.
Great job by both those players.
And see how Chazy will spread the field now. They regroup. Nice pass back over to Reynolds, and he'll go across side over to Hayden Gay.
Alex Sweet, number 14, the senior for the Chazy Eagles, about ready to check in.
And the ball just goes off Dominic's foot, controlled by the Beekmantown Eagles. And it is barrier to barrier. And it's Jordan Barrier with the ball, having it knocked away. And big Michael Reba stepping up, and he's pushed off the ball.
You may call it.
Yep, he got the call. He's pushed off the ball.
Reba was one of those players last year in that Final Four game, especially in the final. He stepped up the last 20 minutes of that game. He played.
He got physical. He had to.
Yeah, he did. He's
And,
a good-sized kid.
And the kids were realizing he was a big boy out there.
Yeah. To match it up. Good match. Nice ball.
Nice feed into the box, and it should be a corner here. And it is. So the Eagles will get their second corner kick here. Or no, first corner kick.
That's what makes Jordan Barrier just so dangerous. He takes all the corner kicks. He takes all the set plays for the Eagles, and he has scored and been instrumental in so many assists over the course of his career. Just doing those things like that and all over the field, hustles, and just a pleasure to watch.
Well, here goes the first corner kick of the season. Nice feed into the box, headed out of the box here by the Beekmantown Eagles. Coming over for Chazy was a number 26, Reba, up in the defensive end. There's a high kick just out into the box, and it is Pelton trying to get to the ball.
He switched Pelton, put Pelton on the right midfielder, and put Sweet on the left-hand side. Nice try right there.
Nice try.
Good try.
And it was Josh Barrier trying to get to the head of Hunter Dominy, but it goes over his head across the end line. So we have a goal kick here. For
One Josh Barrier can score from out there too. He has a very good foot for a young man. Very poised himself. Very nice demeanor. Doesn't get rattled. Just works his tail off.
Well, we have 24-40 or 24-22 here left in the first half. If you're just joining us, we don't have any score yet in this Frankie Garrow Memorial Soccer Tournament here in Chazy, between Beekmantown and Chazy. And just 6 miles north of us, Joe, currently right now, there's another tournament going on at Northeastern, and that's the Pizza Hut Classic.
Yeah.
And Dale Hawksby, of course, took his team to the Final Four last year.
Yeah. They had a great run, the Cougars for Northeastern, a great run.
Team last year, too.
Yeah. They could have won.
We were there.
Yeah, they could have won.
They were a Rob Armstrong crossbar away from moving on to that final.
They were.
And
nice move by Botten.
Yep,
Botten
beautiful play by Botten.
A little quicker, boys, but good move by Botten.
And Pelton has it taken away by Singh. So Pelton and Singh fighting for the ball. Singh comes up with it. Sends it up. Reba gets to the ball. He one-times it up over to Barrier, to Josh Barrier, trying to find Pelton. And it comes to the near sideline here. Nice play by Botten. Botten over to Lauren. He gives it up over to Jordan Barrier. Barrier looking around.
You see Chazy connecting on passes, though. They're doing more than Beekmantown as far as the passes go. It just seems like they have more control, more time of possession. Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
They had a great chance beginning of the game, and a yellow card called, and Lauren was going to break in.
There was a good chance that would have been a goal.
It was a
With his
possibility.
explosive speed. But there's 3 people on Lauren, and Lauren's got to find the open person. And they lose it. And Barrier fighting for the ball, but it's controlled by Singh. Botten chips it back over to Lauren. Lauren over to Josh Barrier. Over to Jordan Barrier.
Good ball. Good ball movement.
Jordan Barrier switches fields.
Good ball movement.
And it's Sweet on the far side. And Sweet has explosive speed, too.
Well, Sweet has a great shot.
Yeah.
He has a great shot. I don't think his speed is anything to write home about, to tell you the truth, but I think he has.
Oh, he's that good, strong first step.
Well, he has a good touch on the ball. He has a good touch on the ball, and his positioning is great. Well, he can let fly with a left foot from that side, from out there. He can bury one deep. He's got a very, very strong foot and accurate.
And so we have another goal kick here, and it's kind of been a so-so game. It's a lot of midfield action.
Yes, I think Chazy's had the better possession. Just they look more comfortable. They look like at this juncture of the game. What do we have left?
We have 21:44 left, and the winner of this game will move on to play Plattsburgh High School for the championship game as they beat Canton earlier in the day, 3-0. And we saw that game, and Plattsburgh pretty much dominated Canton.
Yeah, Plattsburgh looked really good, or Canton looked really bad. I'm not really sure yet what was going on, but Plattsburgh, it could have been uglier too, Joey.
Yeah, they weren't finishing as well as they probably could, but it's the first game of the season.
Beekmantown bringing it down the Chazy zone.
And
First time in a few minutes they've been down here.
and we have a pretty good crowd here tonight, Joe.
Not bad. It's actually a beautiful night, Joey, for Labor Day weekend.
I kind of wish it was like this in late October when we were up here doing these games.
It's possible it might be.
You never know.
Hey.
Global warming, it's a good thing.
Sure.
We have 20, we're almost halfway through here the first half, and we still have no score. And Austin Santor will work his way to the goal line. Nice punt goes into Beekmantown territory, and a nice head by number 9 Carnwright. The ball is at midfield. It's controlled by Domini. Domini has some space. He's taking it up the field and kind of trips over the ball. Now controlled by Beekmantown.
Get back up. Come on.
But you're right. It was too much speed by Domini.
He's got to get back up though. You can't hang your head. There's going to be a foul from behind on red.
Some major wholesale substitutions.
We have number 14 for Beekmantown, Mark Price going on number 2.
Dylan Riley, number 7, McCullum Cope, number 17, Caleb Costin, number 10, Will Reed, and number 8, Mikhail Faruqi are all going to be substituting here for Beekmantown. We have Coach Lucy for the Beekmantown Eagles now. Isn't he a former Northeastern?
Yes, he is. Back in the 90s.
Yes.
Yeah, Ryan Lucy. His dad was Pat Lucy, a science teacher up at Northeastern.
Okay. I'm trying to remember the name. Oh, nice throw.
Beautiful throw and nice head by Lauren, but cleared out.
You just can't get that foot on the ball.
But that was a throw in by Reynolds. Hayden Gay pushes it up. Reba over to Botten. Botten back to Reba. Reba now switches it, and there goes open field for Pelton.
Perfect.
Pelton now sending it across. Nice feed across. And
Good work by the Eagles.
beautiful work.
Yep, good work by the Eagles.
About 19 minutes, and here they come.
Looks like Singh is coming off for Beekmantown. You can't see their numbers very well.
Tal's coming out.
Tal is a very good player. We haven't called
McElroy's coming out. We also have number 20 Munson, Keeble, and it looked like Danusi.
Coach Lucy believes in getting some fresh legs in there. Looks like. Joe, I feel like getting my glasses on so I can see.
Well, Joe, you hit a milestone this year.
Yeah, I'd like to hit another one too.
Yeah, you hit 50 years old, and that was in May, was it?
I don't feel like it.
No, you look like 30, but you hit 50.
You lie very well. I love you. Sometimes.
So congratulations on your milestone.
And thank you. And yours is already passed. Huh?
Yeah, I hit that in January.
You did. All right. Congratulations to you.
Yeah, well, we're in the club.
Alec Lapierre, how old are you?
So Joe, the
Alec
big
Lapierre, he's 50 years old, he says.
So Joe, the big question is, do you have your ARP card with you?
I don't know if I signed up yet. I kind of...
You haven't signed up.
Well, I threw the first couple in the garbage. You know how it is.
You're just going to accept the
It's
fact?
denial, man. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's, we're at a soccer game here, Joey. We can do a commercial for the AARP later.
Yeah, and Santor comes off the line, and he'll work his way to the 18. Nice punt by Santor. Again, 10-15 yards into Beekmantown territory, and it's controlled by Josh Barrier. He has it knocked away. Controlled by the Eagles of Beekmantown. Number 7, Cope with it on the far sideline, and he gets it up over to Reed. Will Reed with the ball working his way on the far sideline, sending a long shot.
Dangerous.
That is very dangerous, but Santor was there, and you can see Santor just trying to eyeball the situation.
Shots, but they're long shots. You know, they're not able to work anything down into the zone, which is in Chazy's favor. But Beekmantown's taking a few cracks from downtown on Santor. Good hustle right there by Josh Barrier, number 6 for the Eagles.
And Beekmantown's picking it up here a little bit.
Yeah, they're starting to taking space away from that middle of that field. They're controlling it now.
So the Eagles are a little bit back on their heels. Nice play. And the Eagles are from Chazy are trying to control. And Dommy just hit it into an open space and nobody there for Chazy, and controlled here by Beekmantown. And the Eagles,
a little better.
well, they're into Chazy territory a little more than they have
Moving the
been.
ball well.
A little more than they have
Look at
been.
these fresh legs that Coach Lucy put in, making a little difference.
And Botten gets the ball into Jordan Barrier. Barrier has it knocked
Good
away. Nice
hustle.
play by Barrier. Now he picks up the speed.
Yeah,
Barrier pushing up over to
it
Dommy.
looked like he lost the ball. You know, he gets it back. That's what Barrier's always been about, just coming up with the ball.
Extremely good with that. It's almost like he has Velcro on his feet.
Yeah, he does. He gets challenged because he never stops. That's why he won't stop.
Oh, it's a working
Keep
like
playing.
effort.
Yeah. That's what I've always said about Jordan Barrier. You know, he's not a thoroughbred racehorse. He's like a crossbreed. You know, a workhorse thoroughbred. He's like in the middle of him. He has it going on, but he's just fun to watch.
And well, I guess one thing we haven't talked about yet this year either is, of course, we got Brandon Lauren, but Kyle McCarthy moved up to Northeastern Clinton this
Yeah,
year.
he transferred over to
Transferred over.
Northeastern.
And that was they were a 1-2 punch up here for Chazy.
Oh, yeah, they look very good. Good
They worked
moves.
very well together.
See, that's where Dominique's going to have those shoes to fill. Nice
there's
shot
a
by
nice
Barrier.
shot.
Ooh,
Beautiful shot.
it could be a corner kick.
No, it's
Gonna
a goal.
allow
They
him.
got
No.
underneath them.
You sure? Yes, it did.
Mr. Labarge says it did.
He's never wrong.
So we have 15:06 to go here. We still have no score.
Good shot,
Shots favor Beekmantown 3-2. The midfield play favors the Eagles of Chazy, and Chazy leads in the corner kick category 1-0. We have Mr. Rogers going back into the game. Nice head by Barrier. And that would have been Josh Barrier. And it goes off of the foot of Nolan Rogers. He's going into Hunter Dominy, I should say, on the far side.
No, actually, Pelton's coming off.
Pelton's coming off right now. And Rogers is going in, and also coming off for Beekmantown. That would be what, number 19? Number 10, Will Reed. It almost seems like each team's trying to fill each other out here.
I think Chazy needs to play a little wider. You know, it looks like Rogers kind of cheating into the corner. I know he's got to cover number 2, Riley, but
Oh, here's Tao. This could be dangerous.
Tal can shoot.
Yes, he can. And
Big gun for them last year.
well, I'll say like you, Chazy's keeping those shots outside the 18, so it gives Santor a chance to make a play on it. There is no score here. It is September 1st, 2011. We're at the George Brendler Field in Chazy. I'm Jody Trombley,
I'll tell you what,
calling the
I'm
action,
gonna
and Joe
give some-
Poissant, Mr. Commentary.
Listen, I want to give some kudos to Mr. Brian Norcross, the athletic director here at Chazy. This field is phenomenal.
Well,
Just
him
looking
and
at
Coach McAuliffe are out here
yes, yeah.
during that dry spell that we had.
But just this field is in impeccable condition. And too bad it can't stay like this, but of course over the course of the season, maybe even this weekend. But my, this is just in absolutely wonderful condition, and he's done a great job here on the field.
I know during the drought this summer, they were out here watering the field, making sure it was going to be in pristine condition here for the new season, and it is.
And this wonderful rain from our girlfriend Irene.
Our
last week.
wonderful lady Irene.
Nice move by Lauren.
Lauren trying to get through them.
Ooh.
Great speed.
Jahan Bush does a good job back there, just clearing the ball. Smart play. Don't play around. You can't play around with a guy like Lauren because he'll
Nope.
pick your pocket, and before you know it, it's 1-0.
Approaching the 12-minute mark. We still have no score.
Nathan Reynolds, number 12 for the Eagles, comes back from that stopper position and can take this throw, and you're going to see why right here. Right there. What a dangerous weapon.
Here it is.
Dominique. Oh,
Dominique.
nobody. Oh, great
Nice
job.
play by Olsen.
Good job by Olsen.
Dominic tried to
Pretty fortunate.
muscle it in, but
he's pretty fortunate also on that one. 'Cause that was, but you saw the weapon that he is, that Reynolds
it's like a
is.
corner kick.
Yeah, just dangerous. He's very accurate and gets some great distance on it.
And Beekmantown controlling the play right now at midfield in the Chazy territory. Ball is going in. Nice speed by Riley. Riley going down, and Rogers gets by Rogers, and Riley loses it, but nice speed by Riley.
Good job by Rogers just preventing that. I know he got by Rogers, but Rogers made him lose that, you know.
Well, he went back. He didn't give up.
Yeah, he just kept after him. That's what I like about Rogers. He has good tenacity. Keeps right after it. He's a junior this year. This is his third year playing varsity, so things are expected of him also. He's got to learn to just relax and go play. Go have fun, because he's got it going on. He's got the physical attributes.
Well, Beekmantown controlling at midfield far side, and it is Goldfarb with the ball, has it taken away, and Alex Sweet gets the ball up over to Lauren. Lauren will survey the situation.
They're all backing right up, boy. They got a ton of defense going on.
Yeah.
There you see a pile.
Oh, there's about 6 of them there.
This could be trouble. No, he did avoid it. Good
You know, I
job.
like that. It's been changed for a while, though. I like the idea that if a player sends it back to the goalie, they have to kick it.
Oh, yeah.
Back in our era, Joe, I mean, it would happen all the time. They just kick it back. He'd goalie would get it.
Yeah, it makes for boring ball. They always play. This is much more exciting.
That was definitely a change that they had to do.
Nice ball by Reynolds, trying to find number 7, Dominic. Was out of bounds on the far side. Going to be a throw-in for Beekmantown. A couple of Beekmantown substitutions be going in here shortly. Number 9, Cardenright, and number 20,
Here we are.
Johnson.
And there's a shot by Domini, and it was a weak shot picked up by Olsen. And we're exactly at the 10-minute mark here right now.
Still no score, though. You know, I mean, Chazy's had the better of the opportunities. I don't know what the shots on goal are. It doesn't really matter. I don't
They're
think.
3-3 right now.
But the quality of shots has favored the Eagles of Chazy. Nice move by Lauren.
Oh, nice
Great
defensive
job
play by Jahan Bush.
Great job by Jahan Bush.
He came
Tracking
back.
Lauren down, yes.
Nice speed.
It looks like they moved Jahan Bush up from that sweeper position.
Look at Reynolds,
Stopper now.
just as calm as can be.
Yeah, Mr. Cool. That's why we call him that. Mr. Cool.
Barrier to barrier. It's Josh barrier right now. Jordan needs to spread apart from him.
That's Jordan, actually.
Oh, Jordan, yeah, I get those mixed up.
You will.
Oh, no,
Especially those haircuts.
Jordan with the ball going across over to Sweet.
Good play by Jordan Barrier. When Sweet loses on the far side, it's going to be a throw-in still for the Eagles. Hayden Gay taking a throw-in on the far side, fighting Jordan Barrier. Barrier surveying it, sends a ball inside the box. Olsen comes off his line and easily gets that one. There's going to be number 10 for the Eagles, Pelton, going back in.
With 8:52 to go. And he just throws it out, so no, he didn't take the kick. Ball set in the Chazy territory. Reba steps up. Tao looking to switch fields. Stepping up is Hayden Gay. Pushes it over to Reba. Reba trying to heel it back.
Can't get rid of the ball. Chazy had a tough time clearing him. Hope they don't pay for that one. Good hustle by Gay on that far side.
And here's Jordan Barrier.
Yeah, here we go. We're going to make a run now.
Dominic, got Lauren. He's got.
We got Rogers yelling for the ball. No doing. Good hustle.
Stepping up.
Good hustle. Good hustle by
For the
Rogers.
ball.
Number 5, Keeble.
No whistle.
Nope, number 5, Keeble fighting up for that ball. He has some Chazy ties too, the Keeble. Keeble family. Large family from Chazy back in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Nice family, actually. Very nice family.
We have 7:43 to go here in the first half. We still have no score.
Alex Sweet coming off the field for the Chazy Eagles and being replaced by Pelton on the left midfielder position. Craig Botten.
Sends it back over to
Set up, just reload. Smart play. Reynolds sends the ball down. Jahan Bush once again with the ball for Beekmantown, looking long for Tal. Intercepted by Reba. Josh Berry trying to find Domini. Domini can't control it. Good job by number 12, McElroy for Beekmantown, sent up again by Jahan Bush. Now we got Craig Botten for the Eagles. Nice move by Botten. Over to Reba. Reba trying to find Jordan Berry. He does. Berry's got a lot of space here. He can take up. Chazy moving up on the outside. Or on the offense here. It's good job by number 14 to Price. And again, we have Lauren taking a long shot. That was good, Joey. We have 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half. 0-0 still. Seems like the Beekmantown, they haven't had the chances that the Eagles have. I know they quote-unquote outshot them, but their shots have been from long range.
But the game hasn't had any intensity to it.
It seems rather vanilla. Yeah, it is.
It's not that intensity.
I think you're right.
I think we'll pick up the second half.
There's no doubt about that. We'll see. Most goals are scored in the second half. If you look, hold on just a second, Joey.
Yes, sir. And the ball's at midfield. It goes on to the foot of Lauren. Lauren has it knocked away, and then it goes to midfield. Pelton pushes it up over to Barrier. Josh Barrier trying to get it over to Nolan Rogers. Stepping up is Jordan Barrier. And getting to the ball for Beekmantown is Mark Price. Price with the ball working his way into Chazy territory. And it's knocked away by Josh Barrier. Barrier with the ball trying to find Pelton. Pelton with the ball for Chazy, now crossing into Beekmantown territory, far sideline. It's Pelton with some nice speed coming through with the ball, still has it, loses it, and it's onto the foot of the Eagles. And Barrier sends it over to the center of the field to Reba. Reba one-times it over to Bond, who's in on the defensive end. And it's headed out toward the middle of the field. Reba steps up. He one-times it up over to the far side, but it's picked off by the Eagles of Beekmantown, and it works its way to Chazy territory. And Bond sends it back over to Nathan Reynolds. What's that?
Very wise just to do that. Reset the ball instead of driving it back.
Very
a lot of space here, Jordan Berry. You got a lot of space. You hear Coach McCullough in the background saying, "Go at him." You're right. Go right at him. They're gonna get back right up because this looks like what Beekmantown does. They're not really challenging for the ball. They're waiting for Chazy to make a mistake, and Chazy is. They're making mistakes here and there. Reynolds coming up from the defense.
Reynolds coming up.
You'll see 35 seconds left in the first half.
And I mean, for either team, if they could score here late in the half.
This is a lot of times the teams are getting tired a little bit. They can't get that extra jump, so. Oof. Good hustle right there by Jordan Barrier going down. Lauren coming up with the ball again. Lauren comes back to the outside, and Reynolds. Nice move by Reynolds. Reynolds trying to work his way in the inside. He is. Good service by Reynolds.
Oh, Nathan Reynolds drills the shot, and it goes right under the hands of Olsen.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
And that was at 4:13, Joe, left in the half.
There you go. The teams are getting a little tired.
Yeah, we were calling that toward the end here, if a team can score, can kind of take the sail out of the other team.
Looked like maybe Brandon Lauren might have got that assist.
I think he did. We'll find out here in a second.
Great goal here by
Chazy coming over.
But you can smell they were sniffing around the net, quite a bit. 24, Brandon Lauren.
Lauren gets the assist.
Good job. Good work by Chazy.
And who scores is the sweeper.
Yes. You're going to move them right up.
And again, now you understand why Coach McCullough is yelling to Nolan Rogers, drop the ball.
Yeah.
Because he's such an offensive weapon.
But he didn't, he got it on what I would call reset the play.
Right.
Kicked it back out to Reynolds. And I thought he was trying to cross it, But it was Chazy. It's good work. Great work by the Eagles.
And for the new season, Nathan Reynolds will go in the history books as scoring the first goal here for Chazy in 2011.
Just have to have a little history here, too. I remember the first time Nathan Reynolds scored a goal, didn't have the camera on here at Hometown Cable.
No way.
First goal he scored, I believe it was against Bolton. He was a younger player, and he scored his first goal, and it was not recorded on Hometown Cable. I'll blame that one on Calvin.
Well, we know that Sam, of course, he had the, hip
Yes.
operation last year, so he doesn't really coming up these stairs. But we have young Alec Lapierre of the camera doing a fine job, and he has said he will step up to the plate anytime he's asked.
Yes.
So,
Calvin, if you double his pay, he'll keep doing this.
and I wondered why he was so generous in that, but then I just figured out he gets away from chores if he does it that way. So
Smart
so
play.
he's a smart young man.
Yes, he will. He's going to be able to turn.
And when
one
mom
of
and
these
dad
days.
hear this on TV, they go, "Oh, I see what he's up to." And we think he's just trying to be socially
Nice movement right there by Josh
responsible
Berry.
here.
Chazy trying to pick it up. They can get another one here.
Oh, that would hurt big time if they could pull another one off here.
Roman Rogers.
And Rogers trying to keep it in, but Labarge was right there
Yeah, he caught it.
with 2:55 to go here
Would have been a little
in the first half.
scissor with that.
And if you're just joining us, it's 1-0 Chazy on a Nathan Reynolds goal at 4:13 left in the first half. And Chazy jumps ahead of the Beekmantown Eagles 1-0 here on the George Brendler Field in Chazy at this Frankie Garrow Memorial.
Substitution going in here. We have Alex Sweet, number 14, going in for Pelton on the left midfielder position. Those guys have been switching with Rogers, Pelton, and Sweet. A little too much weight on that one. It'll be a Beekmantown throw. Good job to close him down by Botten. Good job to close him down by Botten. That's how you play it right there, folks. You know, if your kids are watching this right there, you close him right down so he can't turn.
That did a nice job. I think Craig Botten moved up last year at the varsity as a sophomore, and
Yes.
he's worked his way into a starting position.
You know, as a junior this year, deservedly so.
Absolutely.
You know, he didn't get a lot of playing time last year. You know, just due to the size factor, I think. But he's grown a lot this summer. And he's worked on his game, and he has earned a starting position.
And he's playing very well tonight.
Yes, he has, playing very well.
And Beekmantown
Eagles-
would like nothing more than to get the equalizer here in the
Well,
first half.
yeah,
Minute
they're
25 to go.
So they can.
A lot of time.
That's where Chazy has to step it up.
Keep out of deep. Woo! Here we go, deep. Pick it up.
Nice ball.
Lauren, this could be dangerous.
One-on-one with Lauren here. There's your Honbush.
Can he get by? Push on Lauren.
Yeah, they're going to call him.
And I'll tell you what, nice job on Jahan Bush to hold his ground against Lauren.
Yes, good defense right there. It was a good call by Labarge, too.
Yep.
You know, Lauren left his feet. You're going to come in like that. A lot of times, unfortunately, the referee will reward that guy for jumping in, even if he falls, you know, and that right there was the proper call by the experienced official Labarge.
That'd be Denny Labarge.
I have to say something nice about Jamie now, too, don't I?
Well, when he gets on the side,
Okay,
he will.
all right. We'll work that in.
Now, there's an argument, but people say Jamie's better looking than Dennis.
And Barry Norton's the best looking of all, right? Didn't we decide that earlier?
Yes, Barry's got the seniority on these guys.
Tom Lacey has the legs.
And we got 17 seconds to go here. So this could really sting if they could find the back of the net one more time.
Reba.
And this could be dangerous if Reba can load up.
Ooh.
Oh, and Reba takes it over the net. So this first half will come to an end, Joe.
Well,
And the Eagles of Chazy lead 1-0.
well, you got vanilla in the end. We got some sprinkles put on the vanilla ice cream. We're calling vanilla game, so it's hasn't been bad.
Early in the season, some great insight here by Mr. Joe Poisson. We'll be back for the second half. Okay, we're here to start the second half, and Joe, the first half we talked about, it was kind of a so-so first half, not a lot of intensity, but the Eagles end the first half with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, Chazy deserved that too. They were doing some good work, you know, over the course of that first half. You know, we were calling them vanilla and this and that, but Chazy was doing some decent work. Beekmantown, I think, did they have the advantage on shots, Joey? Did you notice that, or was it tied?
No, the Chazy Eagles came back and actually lead 5-3.
Yeah, okay.
They were down 3-1.
Yeah, but Beekmantown shots were non-aggressive shots. They were from downtown, long range. One of them, you know, Santor gave him a little bit of difficulty, and I mean a little, real little. You know, he stays on his line well and gets all those balls. Where Olsen, he was challenged a couple times. You know, right off the beginning of the game, Brandon Lauren had a breakaway. Gee, that could have been 1-0 right there, but you had the foul, and it was a good foul, I guess. You know, you stopped a breakaway. Would have been pretty much an assured goal.
Well, as well as Olsen played that first half, I'm sure it had bothered him to let a goal like that go through his legs like that.
Yeah, but you know, we had talked about the kids getting a little tired, you know, towards the first half, but you know, things like that do happen. But right here, Beekmantown's coming down right off the bat, and
Yeah, this is dangerous, very dangerous.
Nice one.
And look at Santor, and there's a seasoned keeper. Comes down, he knows he can just drop it to his feet, pick it back up. And now on the counterattack, you have Lauren, and he has it stifled away, and it's barrier switching fields over to would have been Rogers back there, and over to Button, yep, Button's over there. Okay, they switch, so Gay's over on this side.
Yes. Hayden Gay, another pleasure to watch.
Pelton does a nice job.
Good speed right there with Pelton. Just
Look at
getting
this,
that ball.
4 passes in a row, or 3, and Chazy's controlling, and it's off to the foot of Domini. And they both go down, but they get up. And kind of a loose ball here at midfield. Beekmantown trying to play for the equalizer.
Good hustle by Barry.
Chazy does very well at the possession game, but they practice a lot with that.
Yeah, it's a style that works.
Yeah.
It works for these teams here.
And more teams are doing that.
Well, yeah.
I mean, let's say,
It takes more skill. It takes,
as the years have gone by, we've gotten away more of that boot and run ball that we've seen in the past.
Up here, yeah, in this neck of the woods, and it's a good thing.
Yeah. That's good. Here comes that throw-in. And it's cleared out, and it's Reba. Sends it back over to Pelton.
No, it's
Pelton's
a lot of time.
No,
Nice
Gay.
ball by Hayden Gay.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, man.
Lauren.
Beautiful ball by Hayden Gay.
Lauren just...
Oh, wow. Yeah, he was looking. Lauren was walking in all alone. It looked like everybody was flat-footed for Beekmantown.
Just came off his chest, and he couldn't got away from his feet.
Beekmantown was kind of standing there ball watching a little bit, and they almost paid for that. Great feed by the sophomore, Hayden Gay, the left fullback. He has a great left foot.
And there was a shot, and Santor kind of figured that was happening, came off the line and got the ball. No issues there. And he'll punt the ball here. And he has some really nice punts here tonight, going 10, 15 yards into Beekmantown territory.
Yeah, he does. He's booming it.
There's a big kick by Jahan Bush. And it goes out of bounds. He'll throw in here for the Chazy Eagles. And Hayden Gay gets it up over to Nathan Reynolds.
Mr. Cool.
Mr. Cool,
Ooh,
that
shake
wasn't
that
too
one.
well. It worked out well.
Good save by Pelton.
Pelton turned around by Barrier.
A lot of space here for Barrier.
Trying to find Domini. Goes through. And the ball's kicked up by...
Okay, it's all right, White. Let's get into a rhythm here, right?
who's that, number 5? Is that number 5, Keeble?
Yes,
Spencer Keeble.
Spencer
Open
Keeble.
up, Frankie.
Reynolds going down the line. And that will work its way out.
It's all right, it's all right. Keep it off, Nate. Good. Hard.
Right here is an important part of the game. You know, if you can get that next goal is going to mean everything. Beekmantown is going to try to get that, get the tie.
What is big? Beekmantown
Yeah, well,
gets it, they tie it. Chazy gets it, they go up 2.
And it's going to be hard to coming back against the Eagles with 2 goals the way they're playing it today.
Well, the reality is, how often do you see Chazy get more than 2 goals a game?
Not very often, no.
It happens, we've witnessed it, but it doesn't happen often.
Good move by Rogers on the far side of the corner. Rogers has the ball, 2 guys down. Rogers tries to shoot, blocked by the defense, goes out in the top of the box again, being challenged by Barrier. Both Barriers, they're going to call a push against Jahan Bush against Josh Barrier, yeah.
This could be dangerous.
He's going to smart, he's going to ask for his 10 yards.
Last time we saw Barrier take a kick like this, there was a state championship.
Yeah, and the season came to an end on a positive note.
So
Ask for his 10 yards. They could be pulling this here. Let's see what they're going to do with this one.
So can he...
Wouldn't ask for 10 yards right now. They don't want him 10 yards.
So can we see him do it again?
Oh, he's going to give him 10 yards. You don't want
That's
10
not 10
yards.
yards, it's about 6.
I know, you don't want him to have 10 yards with what they're going to do. No, now,
3, 4, 5.
Oh, it was 6 yards, Joe.
yeah, but believe me, you wanted him up that close to pull this off because it's easier.
They're going to send the ball through.
It's very possible. If it's a lot easier if the defense is up standing there than if they're back because they can't get the read on the ball.
They have options.
Ooh. Call offsides.
Offsides
Offsides.
on Dominic.
Yeah, just a little bit offsides.
Well, it was a
Chazy
set
trying to
play, but it was kind of blase.
early in the season
Yeah,
set play.
It was blase. It was a blase.
Blase, yeah. Okay.
I wanted to rip. Somebody used to sit there and rip that thing.
Yeah, like you used to do, Joey?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Then what? And I've done some amazing plays, Joe. And then
Oh, nice play right there by number 6 for Beekmantown Brockway to keep that ball in, but Chazy does come up with it.
and Mr. Cool.
Over to Hayden Gay. Hayden Gay right up to Josh Barrier. Josh Barrier, one touches it, had space, but he tries to give it to Domini. Domini being challenged. And Jordan Barrier comes up with the ball, trying to feed Lauren. Lauren with some good speed. Number 5, Keeble, just kicks it onto the outside for Beekmantown. And it looks like on the far side we have Rogers for Chazy and Jahan Bush, number 3,
Let's go, mark up!
challenging for that ball. We have Nathan Reynolds, the number 12 for the Eagles, going to come up.
Versatile.
Mr. Versatility, here he is. He scored the first goal of the year in this season, the campaign for the Chazy Eagles. Kind of slipped out of his hand. Oh, nice little set right here. Don't let that ball land. They let the ball land. Oh! If you're a defensive player or coach, you don't want to see that ball land like that.
Scratching his head on
Because
that one.
normally those are going to be bringing back of the net real fast. Chazy comes up with the ball again. Good job by Rogers coming up with it, but loses it. The far side controlled by Beekmantown, sent back in the middle. Number 3, Jahan Bush. Jahan Bush just corralling it, kicks it to the far side. Can't tell which number that is. They're very hard to read for Beekmantown. Yeah, very hard to read. Good job right here by Pelton. They'll get it up to Domini. Domini looks like he's going to put his head down and try to go through him. Nice ball by Domini right back to Josh Barrier, over to Jordan Barrier, back to Josh Barrier. Josh Barrier with a little bit of space, put a little challenge on. Top of the box, he's about 20 yards out, gets bumped out the ball, and there's going to be a foul.
He's going up against the senior towel. That was no contest.
Yeah, it was, it's not much of a contest when you get your head down. Somebody just kind of rails you, too, so.
Well, he's about twice the size of a...
Pretty much, of a normal human being. He's a big man. Jordan Barrier, number 5 for the Eagles, taking this set piece.
Let's
see what he can do.
He's all the way up here for the Eagles.
Nice ball by Barrier.
Yeah.
Chazy, Beekmantown let that ball land again. If I was that coach, I'd be... Oh, good try by Pelton trying to serve that in. If I was that coach, my vocal cords would be about wrecked right now watching 2 balls land like that. So Beekmantown has to do a better job of clearing that ball out.
Come on, Mike, come on!
Chazy's still doing good work. You know, they're working the ball. They've had a couple of chances here, so how much time do we have left?
Well, we have 31 minutes to be exact here in the second half, and it's a 1-0 Chazy Eagle lead over the Beekmantown Eagles. The winner of this game moves on to the championship game against the Hornets of Plattsburgh High School, who beat the Canton Golden Bears earlier today, 3-0. And if that happens, Joe, and I mean, we got a long way to go, but if that was to happen, how many years in a row would it be PHS and Chazy in that final?
It'd be a good one. Boy, we've had some great games here with those 2 teams too. So
Well, they're 2 elite teams.
yeah, this would be another good one. Whoever gets there are going to have to earn it. This game is far from over.
Oh, yeah, not even close to being over here.
But Beekmantown, they look like they're still back in their heels. Chazy's working the ball very well this half. Beekmantown, to start out the second half, they took it down. They got a quick corner kick on the Eagles that was easily avoided out of the net. But the boys from Chazy have been probably the last 10 minutes or so of kind of calm things down, keeping possession, just being smooth. You know, that's
right
what they're
now,
doing. They've had a couple of good chances.
In this second half, there still has not been a shot on net yet.
That's what they're claiming, yeah.
So we have some more changes here coming here for the Beekmantown Eagles.
Yeah, number 18, Danucci is going to be coming in. Number 14, Price. And number 20, Munson. Going to be checking in for the Beekmantown Eagles.
Speed across.
Oh, it's dangerous right there. Oh, good
Long
try.
was there, but so wasn't
Olsen.
Olsen.
Good job by Olsen to stay on his line, getting that ball beaten. Throws it out quickly. And number 6 for Beekmantown, Brockway, has a lot of space, and he's using it, being tracked by Barrier. Gets rid of it up to number 1, Goldfarb. Goldfarb on the far side. He still has the ball. Being challenged by Reba.
Reba does a nice job containing him.
Great job by Reba. We have Hayden Gay comes up with the ball, finding Lauren out in the middle of the field for the Chazy Eagles. Lauren taking his time, finds Hayden Gay, who was screaming for the ball.
Yep.
Good try though to look for each other.
But nice talking to each other.
Yep, good
Or
communication.
communication. Nice communication. It wasn't really talking, but we'll call it communication.
What you do is talk, Joe. Everybody else communicates.
I see you've gotten more studious as the years go.
Yeah.
Do you get bored reading the dictionary every night before you go to bed?
I won't tell you what bores me right now, Joe. Right here we have Hayden Gay over trying to find Reba. Reba couldn't get rid of it in time. Beekmantown comes up with the ball. We have number 12, Price. Controlling the ball. Price gets the ball back on the far side now, outside the box of Chazy. Beekmantown trying to put something together. Good job by Barrier. Still can't do it. Unload it. Number 14, Price is doing a pretty good job for the Beekmantown Eagles. Looks like there's going to be a throw-in for Beekmantown. We have Alex Sweet, number 14. Speaking of, 14 says going to be checking in for the Chazy Eagles. You see, there's a foul out there. It looks like.
Yeah, there was. I think it was on Reba.
This right here's not a good place if you're a Chazy Eagle fan. That's a very nice ball. Don't let it land. Just clear it.
So nice job defensively here by the Eagles.
Good job. Well, they're going to call a red foul? Or red
throw-in. Yep, red throw-in.
No foul, keep in front.
Gay goes on the ground.
Nice service by number 19,
Reba
Tal.
there. And nice play by Reba.
That's when you really want to clear it.
But the ball's headed right back toward the 18. So some good pressure here by Beekmantown here in the last 30 seconds.
Well, Santor, I know he didn't touch the ball, so it's not too much pressure.
Nice counter.
Chazy's coming right out. A good transition game by the Chazy Eagles. But broke up. Good defense. And we have Singh on the far side for Beekmantown. Trying to track it down. Chazy throwing a substitution. Alex Sweet going in for left midfielder. It looks like for Nelson Pelton, number 10 for Chazy. Pelton's going to get a much-deserved break.
Well,
Throw
Mr.
in.
Cool. Reynolds.
Nice ball by Mr. Cool. Sweet has to challenge for that a little bit more. Good job by Josh Barrier. Nice touch by Barrier. Trying to find Hunt. And Jahan Bush.
He's got to kick it.
Jahan Bush is. Ooh, oh boy.
He took his time out there.
A little too much.
Yeah, Hunter was coming on strong.
That's a good hustle by Domini. You like seeing that when you're a coach, you know, it's just your player hustling like that. And that's what Domini does. He has good wheels. Nice pass. Beautiful by Barrier. Nice move by Lauren. Another nice move by Lauren. Go number 5, Keeble.
Nice
challenging for the ball. Keeble.
Down, yeah.
Keeble did a great job. That's about as good as you can foul somebody without getting called for a foul.
Yeah.
That was a great job by Keeble.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Oh, great job by
Nice
Mr. Yep. Out of control.
Oh, no, it was Nathan. Was it Reba or Nathan? Reynolds, I think.
Nathan was challenging number 6 for Beekmantown. Brockway was a little bit out of control, so they're going to call a foul on him.
He's just talking to him.
Oh, yeah.
Saying, I think he's just basically saying, I got the call, you just play your game.
Yep.
It's good officiating right there.
This is the good-looking Labarge, right?
Yep, the good one.
Okay.
Jamie.
We like that.
Let's get he's on this side.
Here comes Alex
First half was
Sweet.
Dennis.
Sweet trying to control the ball, being challenged by 20 Munson. Sweet still with the ball, trying to find Lauren, and bounces off Munson and goes deep in the zone of Beekmantown. Beekmantown defense, number 19, Towels all the way back there. Was that 19 or 18? Excuse me, it's 18, Danusi. Comes up with the ball. Beekmantown is going to get a goal kick.
Well, we have 24-47, Joe.
Yep.
And 5-3. Again, no shots on net for either team here in the first 15 minutes of the second half. And again, really the intensity still hasn't really picked up at all.
No. Kind of more of a tune-up here, seems like, for these teams. They both you can see them trying to put something together. Chazy's doing some good work. Beekmantown at times looks good, but a lot of times they look a little disorganized. You know, they're
giving a lot of respect to Chazy.
Oh yeah,
out there.
actually, a little too much. You know, I mean, you're not challenging for that ball out in the middle of the field.
Of course, it's easier said than done. We're up here. We aren't out there running and banging our bodies down there. White hold. Dennis Labarge calls that one. So we have a kick here, direct kick here for the Beekmantown Eagles. 1-0 the Chazy Eagles on a Nathan Reynolds goal late in the first half.
Close it
There's a nice kick by Jahan Bush. Oh, this is dangerous.
Ooh, good chance.
And nice play with Santor playing the line like he did, playing his position.
Good job not to allow a rebound, because that was
Yeah.
a tough ball. One of
Skip.
those in-betweens, yeah.
Those tweeners.
Very tough to handle. Number 1, Adam Goldfarb is going to be checking in for the Beekmantown Eagles here shortly. The next time they get a throw in.
Slipped out of his hands.
Little bot, and the ball's getting a little dewy out there. What time is it right now, Joey? We have 8:30, so getting a little moisture on the field. The ball's getting a little slippery. It affects these keepers' their handling of it.
And just so, I guess to talk about it, this Saturday we got 4 games on this field this Saturday.
Oof.
Get in, Hayden! Don't be soft there! Get a touch! Get a touch! Ryan, go for it!
Good pickpocket by Lauren. That's why Lauren's what he is. Just a hustler.
Beautiful. Send it back
Oh, what a
there.
feed.
If he can get it off.
Feed one more from Barrier to the far side. Just couldn't make it. Barrier still looking to the far side. Rogers trying to unload. Rogers can't pull it.
Defensive play.
Rogers still with the ball. Rogers hustling. Tries to get somebody open, but nobody there.
Some good stuff there.
Guys are making some good runs at him. We have another.
You can tell Rogers and Garrow were just looking for that one split second
Yeah.
to let that shot rip.
Yeah.
Zach Toll, 26!
Number 7,
Number 7.
McCullum Hope.
McCullen Cope. And that will be a corner. So that will be corner kick number 2 for the Eagles. Well, when you see the stats, you can tell it's been a lot of midfield play tonight between both teams. We've been a little more on their end.
Yeah,
but
the ball's been down to Beekmantown third
yeah,
quite a bit, Joey. Yeah.
More their side, but
Yeah. Oh, here's a good chance right here. Reynolds.
we haven't had a lot of opportunities.
Well, we've had more. Our quality of opportunities has been much better. Beekmantown, Santa have been tested. I don't think so. Where Olsen has been tested a couple of times.
You had Tweener right there, which he did a nice job.
Yeah, but I mean, something where you have a mad rush coming down. It's not a set play kind of challenge. Setting something up, actually working the ball down, getting off a good quality shot.
And Singh knocks it out of bounds. Here comes Pelton again. So he's leaving Sweet and pulling Rogers off. And we're approaching the halfway point of the second half with 20 minutes and 30 seconds and counting. And the ball is in play. And here comes Barrier,
Nice ball by Barrier, finding Sweet.
trying to find Sweet.
A little bit too much weight. Good move by Sweet. Get a
Corner, that would be a corner.
Ooh,
No, goal.
he is going to call a goal kick.
Yep, off of Sweet. Gay came up on the defensive end, but Sweet didn't hear him.
Come on, White.
Chazy's still putting some good work together.
Center
That
half right now.
we're going to need to finish a little better at finishing.
What I'd like to see though,
Also here by
in the
Barrier.
next 20 minutes, Joe, is offensively seeing the offense find a goal. 'Cause we haven't seen that yet.
No. Not going to call it.
Go, Zach Toll. Get wide.
And you have Munson with the ball being challenged by Sweet.
Good job by Sweet.
By the way,
A nice hustle back by Gay. Reynolds getting it by Singh. Far side to Botten. Botten pushes it up over to Jordan
See,
Barrier.
that's what I mean. Just switch the field, reload,
nice
go right
crisp
back
passes.
at him, spread the field. Good hustle right here by Domini. Trying to find Lauren. Lauren is up there fighting for the ball.
They are.
Good job right here with Lauren down deep. Trying to cross it. Going to be getting the corner.
Good hustle by Lauren.
Great hustle by Lauren. It was a good feed right back. I couldn't see. I think it was Pelton got that feed.
Yeah.
Pelton got the ball to him the first feed. Joey, we have 18 minutes and 30 6 seconds left. Nice short corner by the Eagles, and they do practice this. Catch that team down. Oh, great ball here. It's going to let it land again.
Oh, that was a push on Reynolds.
Yeah, they will
You can
call
see
that. Oh, yeah. They will call it.
18:20 to go.
You know, talking to Coach McCullough a little bit before this game here, he said Beekmantown does have a good team, and he's concerned about them, and
Naturally,
they do. Yeah, they do have some. They have 4 or 5 really good players. It looks like, and a large school of athletes to choose from.
Well, but they also have football they contend with.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do, and they do have a good football program. Good job by Sweet finding Barrier. Jordan Barrier with a lot of space in the middle of the field. Carrying, trying to find Lauren. Intercepted by Beekmantown up to number 7, Cope. Cope still with the ball, going wide. Trying to find number 4, Singh. Goes out of bounds. Going to be a Chazy throw-in. Craig Botten for the Eagles will take this throw-in. Botten trying to find Barrier, intercepted. Number 12, Price. Excuse me, McElroy, 14 is Price.
The one thing about a Chazy team, they are playing hard tonight. They do always play hard.
Yeah,
Coach
always
Miller.
Don't worry so much over the top.
They will play hard. You know what? That's not a choice either.
No.
They will do it because
It's expected.
it's demanded. Yeah, the way it should be. You're gonna have a high quality program. You're gonna have to have everybody on the same page.
And I mean, it's a transition year. Like I say, you lose people and you get people
sure.
starting in. So they're looking for their identity right now.
Hunter Dominy going right at him. Hunter Dominy going right at him. Ooh. That was a good job by 13, is it?
What, 13?
Yeah, 13 Perkins.
Well, he had to put on his afterburners.
Yes, he did.
Was in full
He
gear.
showed he had some good wheels. Because Dominy does have good wheels.
Come on, man. Come on, Zach.
Got a track sweep. You got a track sweep. You kind of made a little mistake here. We're actually putting a few good things together. So one long ball.
And Barton does a nice job over the barrier.
There you go.
And that'll be Josh Barrier.
Start getting into this kickball game. Definitely will favor Beekmantown.
No.
Look at that.
Chazy,
Nice move.
Just stays right on his feet.
Nice move.
Nice. John Bush does a nice job.
Oh, good shot by Barrier. Yeah!
Barrier drills it right under the crossbar. And Jahan Bush was playing good defense on him.
Great defense.
But you can't.
Is that unassisted?
That has to be unassisted, I would think. 15:32, Joe, left in the period. And it was Barrier. And we're going to. What a rip by senior captain Jordan Barrier. Just a incredible shot. And I mean, Olsen was playing the line. He's doing everything he had to.
Yeah.
That ball just hit the bottom of the 5 from 6. So barrier to barrier.
Barrier has the first hookup, first varsity.
So brother to brother.
Varsity.
Josh to Jordan.
Congratulations, Josh.
Yeah, Josh.
Yeah, it's the big brother.
Welcome to the big leagues.
You're doing a good job. Good move. It's great to see.
So with 15:32 to go, so that would have been at the 24-28 mark. So I don't want to say you can breathe easier, but it feels good to have that 2-goal lead than at 1 goal.
Yeah, I'll take 2 over 1 any day, Joey. I mean, come on.
Absolutely. Nathan Reynolds.
It's kind of a good thing. Coach McCullough wanted him to slow the game down, possess.
Well, I was glad to see the offense get something in this game.
Yeah, it was good. A great goal. Good job by Jordan Barrier. Jordan Barrier up to Josh Barrier. Josh Barrier with some space. Kicks it to the outside, trying to find Pelton. Intercepted. No, intercepted by Beekmantown's defense. Sent over to the middle. Cope giving chase, and Jordan Barrier comes over to the near side. Sweet can't control it, and Perkins, number 17, Costin for Beekmantown comes up with the ball. And number 1, Goldfarb. Goldfarb being challenged by Gay. Turns the corner on Gay. Gay gets back though, and Goldfarb still with the ball. Good help by Reba.
Yep.
And Hayden Gay Hunter just could not control that ball. Good ball by Gay. Let it go, and Santor wisely calls for the possession of it, so he lets his team get set up for Chazy.
What's this, Santor's 4th year at the helm? Oh, no.
Could be 5th. 4th, 5th?
Well, no, they had Beeman and Net for the 07 team. So it'd be 8, 9. This is 4th year.
Yes. Started as freshman. Great goal, Austin Santor.
He goes in the list of many fine goalkeepers to come through this system.
No, goalkeepers aren't really, they're not talked about. You know, it's just the way it is.
System.
Yeah.
I mean, just go backwards. You had Roy Wanzik with the state record.
Sure.
You had Jacob Beeman was a great goalie. Keep going back. You had Blair
Villemers and his brother before that, Vince.
You had Jeff Goslin.
Oh, gee, yeah. Lapeer. Wasn't there Lapeer?
Yeah.
Was it Tony?
No.
Trying to think of the Lapeer kid's name. That was a keeper back in the. Gee, okay, go ahead. Alzheimer's.
Yeah. Well, you're at that age.
I do. I have my AARP card on the bottom of the wastebasket. Singh trying to go down the line. He's fouled by 5. Joey, we've got 12 minutes and 45 seconds left here this second half.
Brandon!
And a 2-0 Chazy lead.
One goal in each half. They had a late goal in the first half and one with approximately 15 minutes and 32 seconds left in the second half. So
there's the kick right at midfield, working its way to the 18, and Santor comes off the line.
Get organized a little bit.
Santor's been punting the ball very well all night long here for Chazy.
There's not any wind tonight, Joey. There's no wind whatsoever.
Night.
No mosquitoes. It's just beautiful.
Yeah. It's just one of those nights you have to cherish, ain't you?
We will. So maybe Hayden Gay. Let's go with a blast. You know, when like I mentioned before, when you have your fullbacks that far up, getting shots and being part of your offense, you're playing well. You're doing the right thing. So
yeah, if you get the defense into the offensive part of the game, you're doing very well. And the thing is, they can do that because they have good speed back there, so they're able to recover. You know, you get Reynolds and Reba, they can definitely cover for the wings if they need to.
Sweet with a nice ball right there to his buddy Lauren. Lauren with the ball in the middle of the field, finding Jordan Barrier. Jordan Barrier trying to find Sweet. He's intercepted and booted downtown by Costin for Beekmantown, but that's intercepted by Josh Berry. Josh Berry goes almost to a square ball to big brother Jordan.
There it is.
Jordan lets go with another shot, and
nice hustle by Dominic.
Another nice hustle by Dominic.
That was really good stuff.
That's what we like.
Coach McAuliffe's on the bench.
That's the second time. That's the second time that goalkeeper's almost got caught. You know, just in the second half. So we're here, Tal trying to bust through the defense of Chazy, trying to do it single-handed. And Pelton just wisely takes the pressure off, let his team get organized again. Good job. We have Alex Sweet coming off for the Eagles. Nolan Rogers going on, number 14. Price and number 10, Reed for the Beekmantown Eagles are going in.
So we have now, Joe, we're approaching the 10-minute mark left in the game, 10:23 to be exact.
You know, Singh and Tal, they're two of their better skilled players coming off the field for Beekmantown.
Come on, Hunt!
I don't know. I just we said this is kind of a lackadaisical game. Beekmantown's going to have to pull everybody up here now. They might get caught up again if Chazy can bounce one past that defense fast.
Yeah, that could very well happen.
Good hustle by Goldfarb right there. Just trying to service that ball in.
Nice play by Reba, spinning it, keeping it in play.
Good ball by Keeble over to Cope. Good move by Cope. Good job by Pelton. Pelton and Lauren. Lauren comes up with the ball. Lauren over to Jordan Berry in the middle of the field. Berry trying to find Dominic. He does. Dominic's got some space. Put his head down. I'm going to try to beat somebody. Dominic still with the ball. Nice little back pass over to Barrier. we're going to have to call them the barriers. We're going to have to differentiate between the two. You can't call Jordan Big Barrier because he's not
taller, though.
he's not as big as Josh Barry, who's younger.
He's taller though.
So we'll call him old Barrier and young Barrier.
Old Barry, young Barry.
That's kind of vanilla too. You know, we can get something a little more colorful, Joey.
Well, you came up with it.
I know. I'm just running this off the top of my head. You know.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
Don't think out loud next time.
Don't agree with me.
Don't think out loud next time.
Just don't agree.
Oh, I didn't agree. I didn't agree.
A little less than 9 minutes left here in the second half. Chazy up 2-0. The Frankie Garrow Memorial Tournament, George Brendler Field here in Chazy. Today is September 1st, 2011.
Got a big anniversary coming up here, Joe.
This is less than a week after Irene.
Yeah.
The Hurricane Irene that devastated parts of the country. We're tasting it up here. My home road, we're still without power from the electric company, but everybody is comfortable. Nobody up here had any issues. Unfortunately, there were some deaths up in Altona. You know, it was very sad. You know, I mean, that just shows you, puts things in perspective. You know, it's a terrible
a
thing.
flooded basement is just a flooded basement.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
And it's just no big deal in the scheme of things.
You pump the water out and you dry it up. You know, you live with it. But
There's a nice little pass right there. Brandon and Lauren fighting with the ball, and Cope comes up with it for Beekmantown. Adam Goldfarb for the Beekmantown Eagles. Goes over to Cope. McCullum Cope. Nice player here, Cope, for the Eagles. Cope trying to find, looks like 13 Perkins. And Chazy could not decide between Lauren and Pelton. They couldn't decide who wanted the ball. And Jordan Barrier comes up with it for the Eagles. Hunter Dominic doing a couple little foot moves, trying to get past number 5, Keeble. Keeble does some decent defense, but he does get called for a foul. He's a pretty tough kid, that Keeble kid. Joey, we got 7 minutes and 13 and a half seconds left in the second half.
Shots 8-3 favor Chazy, and the corner kicks favor Chazy 3-1. And probably where it matters most, Joe, is on the scoreboard. It favors Chazy 2-0.
Right here, nice ball by Jordan Barrier. Reynolds trying to get ahead on it, can't. Comes back out in the top of the box, being fought for by number 17 Perkins and 12 Reynolds. Yep, they will call that. Oh, we have somebody hurt. Now it looks like Keeble, number 5 for the Beekmantown Eagles, hurt, but he's up.
He might have hit heads up here. They're all trying to head for the ball.
Yeah, he's back up. Good job by Reba. Got by Goldfire for the Beekmantown Eagles. Trying to find number 14, Price, and it's kicked out of bounds by Hayden Gay for Chazy. We have Zach Towell, number 19 for Beekmantown, going into the game. It looks like number 11. Number 11, Burrow coming off. Excuse me, that would be 10.
Number 10.
Reed.
Will Reed.
You're not allowed to correct me yet, Alec. You haven't been up here in the booth long enough. I'll let you know when you can correct me.
You know what he has over us, Joe? Oh, there's a nice rip. You know what he has over us? Young eyes.
Yeah. I was going to say yes, smarts and looks over you too, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, well, that's not hard to do.
We'll let Alec back up.
Absolutely.
Next time, but Alec, next time, part of the deal is, if you're up here, this is the first time you're up here in this booth, you are supposed to buy us Mickey fries.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, Mickey fries are on you. So next time we'll take 2 batches, okay?
That's the privilege. That's the privilege, Alec, of being up here with us.
And we'll call it even.
So are you enjoying the game up here, Alec?
Yeah.
Good. We enjoy having you. I'm sure King Calvin's very appreciative that you're doing this.
Yeah, everybody is. Doing a good job. Oh, right here we have Dominic. Right. Ball just missed.
But we are going to have the father of Hometown Cable here this Saturday.
He will be here.
He'll be here. He'll be here tomorrow for the girls tournament too.
Okay.
He was at the Northeastern tournament today. And well, we can say this, of course, it'll be old news by the time people see this on TV. But Elizabethtown spanked Osable 4-0, and Northeastern beat Peru 3-0. And last year it was Elizabethtown taking out Northeastern in the tournament 1-0. Here's a score.
Oh, I'm going to call something here. To the Bards, yeah.
Called it dangerous.
Okay.
But you think about E-Town last year, they beat Northeastern at the Pizza Hut Classic, right? and Northeastern goes to the Final Four and could have made it to the final game. And of course, we've been the thorn in their side for how many years? So, Elizabethtown has had success against some good teams.
Oh, sure. 43 seconds last year.
Yeah, it could have been theirs.
Right here, nice play right there. That's by Rogers.
Yep, Nolan Rogers.
Coming up with that ball.
We're under 5 minutes, Joe.
Rogers trying to find number 7, Domini, fighting for the ball. Kicked that around a little bit. Beekmantown just trying to clear it, and they can't. Looks like Lauren with the ball on the top. Put on some moves deep down inside the box. He loses control, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Beekmantown Eagles with just under 4 minutes left in the second half, Joe. The 2-0 score, Chazy. Chazy's had 2-0.
I like their chance. I mean, obviously, I like their chances now with under 4 minutes.
Have we mentioned our ball boys today?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you know who this young man is?
That would be Brian Norcross, young boy.
That's one of Brian's son?
That's Brian's son.
And I'm sure we'll be seeing him here the next few years.
Or maybe Alex knows who the one is down over here to the left.
And we haven't done the begging for money yet.
Oh, let's do that.
Hey, let's do it. You know, this is Hometown Cable viewer-supported television. You can send your donations, cash, check, preferably in American funds, to 1466 Champlain, New York.
Ridge Road.
Ridge Road. What's the zip code, Joey?
12919.
Beautiful.
Or then go to hometowncable.com.
Yeah. You can see these live or see these on.
He'll probably have this on in 2 days.
Within a couple of days, yeah, you can watch these on video or on the computer.
.com too, I think, right?
I believe so. Yes, great to Hometown Cable, and you can log all these games. You can actually see Coach McCullough play when he was a star.
Yeah, you can.
Occasion. So that's kind of neat to say or neat to see.
And even go way back in time and see when I was even considered an athlete at one time. And you too, Joe.
Joey, I don't think you were ever considered that, but
you mean still pitch softball isn't considered athletic? Athletes play that?
Not when you're the pitcher, Joey.
So, but what we're getting to the point is support Hometown Cable is what we're trying to say. And if you're viewing this and you have never supported Hometown Cable, please send a donation, and that's how we keep this going.
Yeah, we're almost. That's a 2-minute warning.
I hear it called by Mr. Adrian down below.
Good job. Brandon Lauren here being challenged. Lauren with some good moves. He finds Pelton here on the near side, down inside the zone of Beekmantown. Pelton puts out a good move, the Astrobirders. Ooh, good service by Pelton. Domini is hungry for a goal, you know. He is trying every which way but loose. But
every which way but loose.
You can't fault him for not trying. He's come close a few times. Josh Berry finding Jordan. Over to Lauren, over to Reba, over to Hayden Gay. Chazy putting a string of passes here together, maybe looking good. Nice move by Hayden Gay. Oh, just a little good move right there by 17, Costin for Beekmantown. Good hustle by Pelton. And Beekmantown comes up with the ball, goes off McCullough Cope's back, out of bounds. Going to be a Chazy throw. We have Hayden Gay finding Brandon Lauren. Lauren being challenged by 14 Price, and Lauren still with the ball, going down through. Oh, Lauren just good hustle by Lauren. You know, that guy had him burned by 3 steps, and he still got there first.
A lot of speed, Lauren.
Just tenacity, toughness. Still after the ball. 2 guys, and he still has the ball. Lauren still with the ball, being challenged. Lauren, he needs a shot.
He wants one.
Ooh, he finally got a shot away, but not after paying for it. He's going to have to go take a nap after all that work. There is a lot of work by Lauren. Just another fun player to watch. Just for that reason. And he just casually kicked out of bounds by Reynolds. And we're down here to the final countdown. Looks like it's going to be a victory for the Chazy Eagles.
Well, we've had 2 shutouts here at the George Brendler Field today. PHS earlier beat Canton 3-0, and Chazy wins this game 2-0 over Beekmantown. So we're going to have another PHS Chazy final at the Frankie Garrow Memorial. And I think Coach McAuliffe has to be happy with this game. He was a little concerned coming in. He thought Beekmantown was definitely worthy of beating them.
Beekmantown is good. They're good. They have some work to do. You can see some of their midfield positions. They need to finish. They need to control the ball more. Beekmantown, but Chazy did a great job of controlling the ball themselves. They put together strings of 4, 5, 6 passes. But and other things, Chazy's going to have to. They're going to have to finish. Finish more of those chances they have. So, but all in all, a win is a win, and it's a good one.
Well, this counts for their record. I mean, all games at this point now count for their overall record, and we know that goes a long way in the seeding when playoffs come around. So it was another good night here for the Chazy Eagles. They started off where they left off in 2010, winning their final game, the state championship, 1-0 over Hamilton, and they win this game 2-0. So they'll meet Plattsburgh High School in 2 days. And I want to give a thank you to Alex Lapierre on camera for Hometown Cable, and Joe for his commentary and insights, and then I'm Joey Trombley calling the action. The LaBarge boys officiated the game tonight.
Very well officiated.
Very well done.
Yeah, that's how to officiate a game.
Yeah.
They did a great job. And
it was great.
All too many times officials are maligned, and sometimes they should be, and a lot of times they shouldn't. But it's nice seeing some great officiating.
Well, we had a great game tonight. We had a great crowd, great weather, and as Calvin